What's up, gooners and gamers and whatever else is listening here? It's your boy Wednesday here, back with another banger rant video. So what is this guy going to be talking about today? I know you're all at the edge of your seat just wondering, and don't you worry, I provide. I am a giver to anyone who wishes to have this knowledge, and that is pretty simple. Prices. Holy shit. Our price is bad. God damn. Like, sorry to use the Lord's name in vain, but if Jesus saw this, he wouldn't be saying, like, oh, give to the government whatever the government wants. No, he'd be saying, like, right, rob this place. If the founding fathers saw this shit, they would be giving everyone a fucking artillery and telling us to march on the government. Because, holy, our price is out of the roof. Literally, like, if you live anywhere, prices are out of the roof because you can't even afford a roof over your head nowadays. Oh, what an uncontroversial statement to make. So anyway, grab a brewski and sit down with your boy, because I will be ranting about this god-awful topic. A celebratory sip. Delicious. Drink responsibly. Anyway, so where do I begin? General prices. Let's start with entertainment. Yeah, entertainment. It costs a lot of money if you just want to like get something basic. Like, I'm talking, you're forking over like 30 doubloons, 40 doubloons, 50 kromer, if I may so dare say, for just like an enjoyable night out. You might be saying like, oh, it's not essential, it's whatever. Yeah, but like back in the day, like a movie ticket costed like 2 cents and I don't know, maybe like a hand job behind the counter. Now it costs like fucking 60 kromer and a blowjob. Like that is outrageous. Like, holy fuck. Like, calm down there. Like, who do you think we are? Like, fucking who's the founder of Meta? Like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeffrey Epstein. Like, who the fuck do you think we are? We are made of money and or influence. Like, come on. Like, it just feels like you're being squeezed dry here. Like, not like a good way or anything. You're just getting cocked every time you went out. Like, every time you go, you're like, yes, please give me some of the more of those prices. It's just like, you don't have enough money for like anything nowadays. Like, it's gonna like cost more to just like walk in a park than it is to just stay at home. Like, if you go anywhere nowadays, you're losing money. It's just like draining out of your bank accounts. I mean, I don't consider myself a saver or an exorbitant spender, but like every time I do, I just feel like I've lost everything. Like, what are my expenses this week? Let's see, gas, going out with friends, and existing. How much is that? Okay, $2,000 just in like one fucking week. Like, Jesus Christ! Like, calm your fucking tits. Next one, like eating out. No, I just experienced this firsthand. My brother went off to do something. I had to pick him up later. So I just wanted to relax, get myself a drink, and maybe an appetizer at a bar that I was at. And so I got a $4 drink, which is a lot for a drink, but that's on the cheaper end nowadays. And I also got an appetizer. You know what that came out to? That came out to a bloody $18. Like, holy shit. I might as well just got a full course meal by then. At least I'd be paying more for... I'd only be paying like $2 more for something like that. Like, goddamn, like... What do you think I am? I'm not, like, to reiterate the point, I'm not made out of money. And I consider myself a reasonable tipper, too. Like, I don't want to tip, like, anything less than 18%, but, like... Jeez. All that for 18 bloody dollars, like, and this wasn't even like a fancy bar or anything. It's a relatively cheap bar too. And it's just like, holy fuck, how did you manage to make this $18? Like, it was just like a couple of fries. Like, it was nothing special. And just a bloody one drink. Like, $18. Like, it's robbery. It's highway robbery. I'm being robbed. Like, you're holding me at gunpoint. Because, like, if you don't, they're going to call the cops, which is justified. I guess I did steal them. But, like, you know, you're like, every customer that walks in is just being robbed. And it's just, holy fuck. So joining me on the line now is arguably one of the quote-unquote favorite days, Sunday, also known as Cuba. Welcome.
Well, I thank you. I feel like that introduction's a little bit mean-spirited. I don't know what those
I don't know what you're talking
heavy-handed quotations are all about.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no such thing, quote-unquote.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Hit me with the topic. Hit me with who we're talking about here today.
So, as the viewers already know, we're talking about prices today. Now, prices are outrageous, and I was just talking about how I went out to a restaurant today, a bar, and because I was just waiting for my brother, you know, he was at the gym, he was lifting weights and all that kind of shit, you know, doing his thing, and he needed to drive home. He's only going to be there an hour. It's a 30-minute drive there, 30-minute drive back, but I don't need to get into the details. I go to this bar, I get an appetizer, and I get a $4 drink. Do you know how much the cost was?
$4?
No, you're forgetting the appetizer.
Oh, the appetizer. Well, despite the alleged price of appetizers, I've been to a few bars recently, and I can assure you that they are the same price as entrees nowadays. So,
ding, ding, ding. My final bill came out to $18
for an appetizer,
and
not
a
a meal.
Drink.
$4, dude. If you think that's funny, one of the pinnacles of value, or as I used to see it, was McDonald's, because McDonald's often had a lot of very good value menu items, such as the McDouble, which even a few years ago, back in like when I was in high school in like, let's say 2019, you could get a McDouble for like a little under $2.50, like $2.39 Canadian.
Right.
So I'd get two of those, and maybe it was a little bit less than that, even like $2.29, because I could get two of those for a $5 bill. My buddy, one of my buddies, literally like 2 weeks ago, sent me a message, and I'm going to send you this picture too, in case you want to put it up for the people at home.
Yeah.
A cheeseburger, which is an inferior item to the McDouble, because the McDouble is the same as a cheeseburger, but with two patties,
Right.
was $3.99.
Yeah.
$3.99 for a McDonald's cheeseburger. Those things are tiny. They
are really small.
290 calories.
I know, like,
insane.
Like, you can get more calories out of a soda can for $1.
I can get
well,
more
not
calories.
$1. Sorry, my bad. Like $3.50 nowadays. Oh, fuck.
Dude.
Do you remember when those shit were used to be $1? Like, it wasn't that long ago. Like, I feel like they used to be like $1 or $1.20.
Dude, buying anything for $1 nowadays is like a miracle. You're like praying for.
You're only getting like that in like a gumball machine at like a hockey rink or something like that.
Dog, you're either getting at a gumball machine or the item's on clearance because it's rotting. Like, those are your options.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, holy shit.
It's, dude, one of the worst things is like, already there's a lot of like grocery places are just so bad with pricing. Like, let's not start on deli items or like anything dairy meat. My God, but
you're forking over the big dollars for those. Like, that's on top of the line.
The cojones. But dude, I went with my girlfriend. There's this place near her apartment. It's a 24/7 market like kind of convenience store, and it has all your food items and whatever. For a single meal from there, like enough to sustain us for maybe like half a day worths of food, was like $40 from a convenience store. That's not a restaurant. That's
Jesus
like
Christ.
The frozen.
Did you make sure to
aisle.
tip your cashier?
There was no cashier. It was all digital, bro. I still think the machine asked for a tip, which was even crazy. What am I fucking tipping?
You're tipping the electronic, bro. Those robots gotta make rent.
Bro, those robots gotta feed their kids somehow.
Bro, even those robots can't abstain the price or whatnot.
Yeah. Like, I shit you not, we got like frozen chicken, 6 frozen chicken patties.
Goddamn.
Was like $12.
Goddamn.
And then we had a ginger ale. It was like $3.99.
Whoa! I didn't know you were into that bougie shit.
Dude.
Most of our homies are drinking water nowadays.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm sorry,
afford
I'm moving
anything
up
else.
in the world, bro.
Moving up in the world, like that casual flex of a ginger ale. Jesus.
Listen, man. What can I say? I got enough snack. It's over for $3.99.
Yeah.
Look, I get it. It's a 24/7 place, so it's a bit more expensive. But I swear to God, I could go to a local like grocery store that's open at regular hours, like one of the cheaper ones for like lower to middle class, and they're like $2.50, or at least I thought they were. I stopped buying soda, but Jesus Christ.
Soda's a rare commodity. Only for the rich.
Dude, I remember it. I used to be able to, also in high school, admittedly, these were like the value sodas, but there's this brand called President's Choice in Canada.
Right.
And they had like, they had like alternative soda. Well, they had like alternatives to like the big brands. But one of the things they had was grape soda, 2-liter grape soda bottles. You could get one for $1, a Canadian dollar.
Give us back that.
Bro, those were better times, my guy. Because
so
I purchased one of those every single day when I went to gym class, and I'd chug it, and I was the grape soda guy.
They called you the grape boy.
They called me the grapist, bro.
I was like saying the other day, like if you want to go out, if you want to get like some entertainment earlier on, you're forking over big bucks. Like holy shit. Like,
yeah, that goes. Go on, sorry.
Like back in the day, like movie tickets used to what, like $20. That. Now they're like 60. Well, not 60, but there's probably like they're like $40 now.
Dude,
let me check.
The most I've ever paid for a movie was like 20 or 30 for premium sitting at the Mario movie, but it was on like the 50% off day that they do. A lot of movie cinemas do that.
Let me check Deadpool and Wolverine. Just give us a second.
Yeah, while you're saying that though, this goes into that bigger topic of like there being non-existent third spaces, especially for younger people to hang out. You're good. It is. I believe you. They're obscenely high now.
Yeah, and like popcorn too. If you just want to get like a basic bag of popcorn, I remember this. I was forking over like fucking $15, $16 for that shit. And like it was just like a basic bag of popcorn.
That's always been the case with movie theaters. Look at them that.
I know, but like it just keeps going up. Like if you wanted to invest in stocks, invest in like movie popcorn, bro. That shit only goes up. It only goes up.
Goes up. Because I never get snacks in a movie theater, and most people I go with don't either because we all agree it's a scam. But one time, a long time ago, I went with someone and they purchased like a popcorn and I think nachos. That was it.
Yeah.
And that by itself was like $30, and that was in like 2020.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Now it's like half your movie ticket, like just to get a bag of popcorn.
Yeah. And like that applies to pretty much any third space that you don't find. Like you go anywhere, you're forking over some kind of money. Arcades. I went to an arcade recently, and I got like maybe an hour's worth of fun by spending over $100.
Yikes! Yeah.
Granted,
like if you want to save money, stay home. Never go out.
Never go out. Literally. And it's like, I know some people have complained about this before, but it's like, you want to go on a date with someone, the amount you have to be able to, $200. It's like insane how much you have to spend to actually be able to afford a proper date to like treat someone. So bad.
When I went to Montreal, and I only did entertainment. I stayed for about 4 days. I spent like probably $350.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. I get it for accommodations, but for entertainment,
No, that's not even counting the Airbnb.
yeah, fucking ludicrous.
Like, holy.
Can we talk on this topic? Shows like going to like a music show or a music venue.
I'm not an expert in this. I don't really like those types of stuff. Like the one time I did go to like a concert or whatnot, my ears were.
Yeah, something people don't tell you is if you've never been, you need to learn concert etiquette. And that doesn't apply to like being nice to people, but like for yourself and for your own well-being. So that makes sense. But even then, it's not for everyone. However, what's also not for everyone is the prices you have to pay to enter these venues, because some shows I've been to are like $100 plus. And if you don't get the tickets like right as they go on sale, you're paying like $100. 50, it's like most things are $50 per person. And sure, a lot of the time you get like 4 hours of entertainment out of it. But one show I went to was for a band called Slaughter to Prevail.
Alright.
They had no openers, so their set list was only like 45 minutes long. So you're only getting 45 minutes of live music for the price of $67.
Jesus Christ.
Per person.
The movie, at least you get like 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Yeah. And sure, live music it's live. Someone's performing in front of you. There's a lot more people that need to get paid than at a movie. Those prices make sense, but you usually get even two's a little, not a lot. You usually get 3 bands minimum if you're paying that price.
Right.
The fact that a band by its lonesome costs 60 plus dollars for 45 minutes of music.
By the way, how were
wild.
Were they mid?
They were pretty good, admittedly. There were other issues with the show. Mainly, they came on like an hour and a half late.
Of course.
So
I don't know why.
people were
I've been
like,
hearing this like a lot of times. That like a lot of band people are like going up.
Yeah, it's a big issue in the industry. I don't know why. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes there's issues with like transportation or whatever.
Yeah, I heard from someone at my work, like this one concert they went to, like one of the guys showed up drunk, like fucking hammered.
That's the worst.
Yeah, and they showed up late too, and it's just like, oh my god. Do you have like no respect for your fans?
You're spending a fortune to go see a guy or a gal or whoever.
Yeah, they're coming to see you, and you're like so ungrateful that you show up drunk, and you don't even play that good or put on that good of a show.
Because you can't, because you're drunk.
Yeah. And it's just like, holy fuck. And not to mention, this is another thing that I know happens. Like, everything's just, I'm not saying like all the band go to or whatnot, but like a lot of big people just lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, huh? Then
What's the point?
What's the point? And like and the band's not even playing music. It's all pre-recorded.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? You're not even paying for a live show. You're just paying to see a person. And they're
paying to see a rich celebrity person. That's especially common in pop.
Yeah.
I'm into metal, so it's considered very taboo. If you do something like that and the community catches you, you're pretty much ostracized. And this is where I respect Metallica as a band. I know they're huge. I know everyone knows of them.
Right.
But I went to see them in Montreal, and the tickets in total were about $340 per person, but that was for 2 nights, a night on Friday and a night on Sunday. So that's for both nights, right?
Right.
That price. And each night you had about 4 hours of music, because Metallica's set was 2 hours. They had an opener that'd be like 30 minutes, and then another opener that'd be like 45, 50 minutes.
Right.
So pretty good bang for your buck.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But there's one thing that they do that's kind of weird, and it's that well, the seats we had were pretty high up. They were in the bleachers because it was a massive arena because it's a band like Metallica. To get ground floor, it was over $1,000 for both days.
Jesus.
But the arena they had something called a snake pit, which is within the arena itself. Inside of it, there's an inner circle inside of where the band plays.
Right.
And that was tickets for that were like, I think $3,500 to $4,000.
Whoa. That's a
Now,
lot.
if you think that's bad, at least you're right up to Metallica, and I'm pretty sure those people got some perks such as
Well, yeah, that's like the
sign-ins and everything.
VIP seats, right?
Yeah, it's VIP. Granted, it's standing, but a lot of people go to those shows to stand. You'd like literally get to surf the band members if you wanted to, because they'd like surf across like these little boat things while playing, which was cool.
Right.
Whatever. For rich people, not for me. One time, I went to a show for like a kind of not niche within metal, but niche as a whole band called Periphery. Now, I went to see them. There was this couple that I talked to while we were waiting in line. Me and my buddy, we chatted them up, and they were like, "Yeah, she wants me to go." The husband was like, "Yeah, she wants me to go see Taylor Swift with her." But we checked, and the highest seats in the bleachers. Remember, for Metallica, 2 nights, $350.
Reasonable.
Taylor Swift's bleachers were $2,000 plus.
What the fuck? Are you insane? Like,
That's what they said. I haven't checked it, so I can't verify that for myself, but I have no reason to think they're lying. Plus, I hear from, like, I see people that yap about Taylor Swift online all the time, that tickets are like $1,000 plus.
that's awful. That's awful. I'm sorry. There is no way. There is no way I'm gonna go see some rich asshole and pay $2,000 for it. I'm already under the impression that I don't care about celebrity, like, at all.
Agreed.
Like, the only people that I would like want to see are like fucking Napoleon, just because like it's Napoleon. Who doesn't want to see? Or Julius Caesar, right?
Well, yeah, those people literally changed the world.
Like, Julius Caesar created our fucking calendar. Like, oh my god. But $2,000 just to watch someone lip sync.
Yep. I don't know if Taylor Swift lip syncs. I'm not gonna say that and be infactual about it because some artists do, some don't. But it's like,
A lot of pop artists do it, as you said. So
yeah. A lot of them also do have live bands behind them, even though most of their music is electronic. So it differs. But it's pretty bad.
The only kind of like band I would want to see is like a jazz band.
Jazz bands are pretty good and pretty cheap because they mostly play jazz clubs.
Yeah.
They also won't charge you like $5 for water, which has happened to me also. At
Wait,
venues.
really?
$5
$5 for a bloody water?
Yep.
Oh
They
my
didn't
God.
offer. Most venues I go to offer for free, but Montreal, I went to like this smaller venue for a band called Electric. It's not an arena basically. It's like a regular venue for music, and for some fucking reason, it was $5 for a bottle of water, and they didn't have glass tap water. Insane. Every other place I've been to has had it. Don't know
That's
why they
nuts.
didn't.
Alright.
And let's not talk about other vending machines. Oh, sorry. Do you want to wrap it up here?
Nah, I'm gonna wrap it up with our final topic, housing. What needs to
I
be
don't have
said?
nothing else to say, dog.
What else needs to be said, bro? What else needs to be said? Oh, you want a house? The moon shines bright on October 5th, so that's gonna be 200 doubloons. Not just 200, 200 gazillion balloons.
Dog, the houses in my area went from like 300,000 like 5 to 6 years ago to like 2.5 times that basically.
Oh my god, housing. If you want to get rich, get into housing. There you go.
To get to housing.
It only goes up.
Everyone that's in
Never goes
housing
down.
is rich as fuck right now.
If you want, if you ask like any millionaire, you're like, hey, how did you become a millionaire? Oh, I bought property. Like, there you go.
Yeah. And you might be thinking, oh, but the property tax. Property tax don't mean shit when you can jack up your price to ludicrous amounts because people want
It
homeowners.
don't mean shit when it just goes up.
And then it's even crazier. Because then it gets even deeper
Wait.
when we start talking about rent.
You don't even have
Because-
to wait like 10 years. Just wait 1 year and you'll be like the richest person alive. You'll be dining with Elon Musk soon enough.
Because here's the thing. Who's buying those houses? Not the people who need those houses. The people who bought all the other houses are buying those houses.
Yeah.
So they rent them out. And then the people that are renting it out are paying like $2,000 for like a shitty rundown fucking place. Like I checked apartments recently in my area. I shit you not, tiny, like maybe not like some studio apartments that are like a room and like a side room, or like just a room and a side room, like a room and a bathroom, pretty much. Like $800, $900 a month.
Goddamn.
For just that, and a full apartment.
Hey Kuba, I'll do you one better. Outhouse, $600 a month.
Dude,
I know,
rent's
right?
cheap,
Rent's cheap, bro.
God, yeah.
Holy.
If you want a proper apartment with like more than one room, it's like $1,400 when I was checking.
It's nuts. No reason for... You're just paying off someone's mortgage, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's fine if it wasn't like bloody asking me to bend over backwards, give like 6 hand jobs, and then fork over like 7 paychecks.
It's so... I hate it when I talk to some people that are from older generations who then tell me, well, you're supposed to work your way up to that. You start small and you build up. But the
Work
issue is
your
that...
way up to that, bro. It's like $200 million just to live 1 week.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, I was talking to my parents and they were like, oh, Kuba, when we were younger, like we started off in a small apartment. It had 3 rooms, one of which was a
Bro,
bedroom.
small apartment costs $3,000 a month.
That's the issue. Nowadays, it's way different. Back then, that was affordable. Now, that baseline...
Back then, you could
is
slap
what-
down $10, get a house and a job.
Yeah, and now, like, the baseline is the end goal. Like, that apartment is the same price as what the end goal house would have been.
Yeah.
Comparatively. It's not sustainable unless you're living with a bunch of roommates or you and a partner are both self-sustaining. Even then, you probably need apartments, like apartment mates.
I mean, like, if I don't get roommates, I've already kind of, like, resigned myself to stay in my parents' house. It's just, like, it's sad, but, like, what can you... The moon shines a specific way on October 5th, and therefore a house costs $3.
Exactly. And it's all because, at least in Canada, this might be a bit political to some, but it's all because of foreign investment, because... rich people from other countries can buy property in your country. Woohoo! Now the people in your country can't afford the houses.
Anyway, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Housing.
I think so.
It's shit.
It's pretty shit.
Alright. Goodbye, folks. Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
all.
whatever.